any questions about anything, or if you've done the mock exam already, like before coming to this session, just feel free to ask anytime. So we'll start first. So first with the first question. So here they ask how many airlines will fly to Zurich. So anytime when on the question you have like how many airlines or stuff like or how many pieces of cake, or like if you have how many, you need to use the formula count. So here we would use count A because it's the airlines, their names. So we need to use count A, and then you go to the sheet with the airlines and you select the whole airline column. And then it gives you 123 airlines in total. And then we'll do okay, the second question, I would recommend to use a pivot table. I think pivot table is really useful for a lot of those Excel questions. So for this one, we would just select any cell in the airport sheet, insert pivot table. We'll do a new worksheet. All right, and here we want from how many countries. So we just select the countries in rows, and it's already, if you do that, it's already grouped together, the countries. So you just need to select the different countries, and you will get a total of, here at the bottom of the Excel file, it's written 74. So you'll get a total of 74 countries. I'll just write 74. Voila. And yeah, so the index, which finds like the intersection between like one column and a row. So for this one, for example, we would do index array. So we would select the whole table. Okay. And then the row number, so we don't know the row number because it's actually what we're looking for. So to find the row number, we would use match. Voila, match lookup value, which would be the lookup value, this one. And then in the lookup array, so it's the customer number array. Match type is always exact match. Okay. And then we would have the column number. Let me see again what we're looking for. Find the bonus classes. Okay. So we would, bonus class is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th column. So we just write 10. And then, yeah, it gives us the bonus classes for this customer number. And then you have those two. So we could just do this. However, we would need to block the table. Okay, here it's already blocked actually because it's name range. So we can just copy down the formula to the others. Okay, is everything good for the moment? If you have any question, just feel free, don't hesitate. Okay, then question 6, we would the same actually. We would also use the count if function. So we would have count if, And here we have actually two constraints. If you see, we have how many airlines from bonus class 3. The first one, use terminal. So we have two constraints. The one is bonus class 3 and the other one is terminal. So we would use count ifs. Okay, and here, so we would select the bonus class range. And the criteria, which is 3. And the second criteria, it's the boarding range. Yeah, second range, the boarding, and criteria, it should be terminal. So since it's a text, we put it in quotation marks. And here, yeah, okay, it gives us 14. Then we'll do. Okay, question 7 is also you use the count if formula. So this, I think we're good. This one is a bit more tricky. I think we could use just to use also something else for you. We could do conditional formatting. How many airlines? Okay, so first we select the whole table. Conditional formatting, new rule. Okay, so here we would need to use the function or because they asked us to like format the cell which is either with a revenue of more than 1 million or has a travel class equal to 1. So we use or the revenue. And here, since we want to change we want every row to change, so we don't put the $sign before the 5 before, and we want this to be superior to 1 million. And then we have the travel class. So or the travel class equal to 1. Okay, I think I forgot. Okay, and here, yeah, so we have everything that's in red. It's the cells we need. So we would just count how many we have. So that's just another way of doing this. So, and here we would have a total of 106. Which one was it? This one. All right, voila. Okay, so here it's just about the question 9. It's just about sorting the data according to first the bonus class and then to the country. So from bonus class, we go to sort and filter, A to Z. So it gives us the smallest to the largest one. And which one was it again? Bonus class and airline. And same thing from A to Z. Voila. And then we just look for, they ask us the 10th one. So 1, 2. So it would be Air Belgium for that one. Okay. Okay, question 10. We could again use our pivot table. So what is the revenue for 2020 of the airlines which fly to Zurich since 2006? So here, since we want only from 2006, we could use, so flying to Zurich since, and we would put it in filters. So we can just select the date. Oopsie. We could just select the date 2006. And here they ask us the revenue. Sum of revenue. So here we would have the total revenue of the airlines like from 2006. So we can just, okay, never mind. Voila. Then find destinations. It's the same thing as before. Find the bonus classes. So in case if you have a question about that, you feel free to ask. I just go over like the most difficult ones, and then we can come back in any case. Okay, we'll go to question 13 because this one is a bit more difficult. So here we would first need to create a tax column. And this is on the Swiss sheet. Yeah. So here we would add a tax column. If Swiss, okay, so here, if you, as you can see, we would need to use the if function. So we go back. Where is it? There. Okay, so we would have equals if. So they ask us if it's so if it's either weekly flights superior to 6 or the area is in the EU, then the tax would be 200. So we also need to use the function or inside the if function. So we would have the weekly flight, we select that, which would need to be superior to 6, or the area, which would be equal to EU, and again in quotation marks. And if that's the case, they would have 200 tax. And then we would have another if function. And because then they ask us if it's, so they would have 250 of tax if the weekly flight is inferior to 20, and if the flight time is inferior to 3 hours and 10 minutes. So here we would need to use the function and as well. So weekly flights, should be inferior to 20. And the flight time, okay, where is it? Sorry, it was up, okay. Okay, and the flight time, should be inferior to 3 hours and 10 minutes. And if that's the case, they would have 250 of tax, and otherwise it's going to be 300. So here we close the brackets for the end function and once again if function. Okay, so here we have yeah, the total number, like the total tax they would pay, and we would need to do the sum of all of this to get the total, like the sum. So we would have sum of the first one. Okay, now it created another comment, but never mind. The sum, so it would be 19,100. All right. So that's, yeah, the total amount of tax Swiss will pay. All right, and then, okay, question 14 is just about sorting. So we would sort the flight time from descending order. Like, okay, we can do this quickly. So the flight time, it would be, we want to know the highest, so it would be from Z to A. And the highest flight time would be of 13 hours. What is the average flight time of Swiss flights? So here we would use the formula average flight time. So here it gives us a number, but we would just need to go to there and this time. Okay, time they don't give us. Custom time. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the average time would be of 3 hours and 40 minutes. Okay, now we could go to question 18, which is about the count-ifs function. We would have two criteria. So the first one, how many destinations are in the EU, and the second one, they must have a flight of 1 hour and 10. So equal count-ifs. So we would have, okay, destinations. So that's our range, the destinations, and we want them to be in the EU. That's our first criteria. And then we want the flight time, our second range, to be equal to 1 hour and 10 minutes. 1 hour, 10 minutes. And we get, yeah, total of 3. Okay. Now question 21. What is the average amount a passenger paid for class tickets? So average amount. So here we would use average, but we have one criteria. So paid for business class tickets. So we would use the formula average if. So the range would be Okay, yeah, it's passengers list. So our range is the class. Oh la la, what is this? Okay, average if perfect passenger. So we will have the here the class range, and the criteria should be business. So bus. And then we want the average of the ticket price the business class will pay. Okay, what is the average amount? What happened? All right, that's weird. Average if. Okay, we try again. Okay, that's our average range. Okay, nice. All right, so now question 22nd is basically also the formula count if, but with economy class. Then we will do question 23, which is also about index or VLOOKUP. All right, passengers list. So here we could use VLOOKUP to change. We just need to be careful that it doesn't change. So just for you to use and have another function to practice. So let's do insert. And we would have the boarding number because that's what we're looking for. We copy it on the first column. Oh no. Okay. Should be fine because it's still on the same table, so it didn't change, so that's good. So here, if we use the VLOOKUP function, VLOOKUP, so that's our lookup value. Okay. Lookup value, the table array. Okay, table array would be that. And we want the passengers column numbers, so that would be the first one. And the range lookup, it's an exact match, so false. And okay. All right, that's nice. What happened? Maybe let's delete this column. I think that's the problem. All right, perfect. So we'll try again. Just need to delete the extra column. So let's just do that again. Okay, so VLOOKUP. We want to find this one. That's the lookup value in that table. Oh yeah, and we want the column. No, we want the person. Like we want the corresponding person to the customer number. So it would be the second column. And exact. Okay. False. Perfect. Okay, so here for the first one we have Bennett. We would just need to block these cells so that it's still staying on the same. Like if we scroll down for the two others, it's still gonna stay on the same table, because otherwise it would move down, which we don't want. So we block these. And then
Alice?
Yes.
Can you show again how you block a cell? Because I don't know how to do that.
To block with the dollar sign?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to the formula here, the formula bar, and you just enter the I don't know, you have a Mac or?
Yes, I have a Mac. Yeah.
So you just put the dollar sign. You know, you have, I think it's 4. So you do like Shift 4, and you have the dollar sign.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. And since you don't need to put it before like before the A, because you just want to block the rows. Like the column is still gonna stay the same. So yeah, voila.
Alice?
Wait, yes, sorry.
Just have a quick question, a stupid one. But if we use conditional, conditional formatting, and we just write equal the reference, we will also find the name, no?
Wait, you mean in when you do a new rule?
Yeah, no, yeah, for this one, yeah. Imagine you are going on the sheet, you select everything, and you go on conditional formatting. You put equal the reference, and then you would directly find the name, no?
Equal the reference. Wait.
Like if you write exactly the reference and you put in red, so it will appear in red, the reference, no?
Yes.
So normally it should work also like that or not?
So wait, we'll do it because I didn't really understand. So we just, okay.
Yeah, you select everything.
So I select, you select the table.
And then you go conditional formatting, new rule.
New rule, yeah.
Then you put equal the reference that you have in the other part.
Okay, well, let's go back.
I know maybe it's take a bit more time, but just if
no, of course. So it was wait, which question was here? Question 8. How many airlines either mean more than?
No,
so you don't want to use the what do you want to use? Because here we would need to format the cells that have either made more than 1 million or has one travel class.
Non,
so
La question 11, je disais.
Comment?
La question 11, the question 11.
La question 11, find the destination.
Yeah, for example, you put equal the reference here, like L, X, etc. It will directly appear in red, no? And then you don't have to use VLOOKUP.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, you know what?
If you put if you put this, okay, wait. You can do that also. Okay.
Yeah, you just rewrite it.
We'll do another color so we can see what happens. Up. And usually, okay, but we selected the wrong table. It would be in the Swiss destination.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
We don't need that. Okay, up. Voila. Okay, up. So we would have equal, it was, this one.
Does it work? No.
No, it doesn't work apparently. I think the most suitable one, it's what we have where is it? Okay, what we've learned here, so it would be the index function.
Index, okay, perfect.
You understood that, the index function?
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
You could use it? Okay, perfect.
But what if you copy paste the number?
Sorry?
What if you copy paste the number that you're looking for? Because in the new formula you did, it took you back to the old table, no? If you just put new rule equal
Are you
and
mean LX, just copy LX 172?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can try again.
just because it's faster for me, it's easier. Sorry.
Yeah, it would be easier, that's for sure, but I mean sometimes it can so it was equal LX 172. Oula, d'accord, it's 172. I think up. No, I think it's not. It's. I think you can't. You can do that. Like it won't recognize it for the conditional formatting. You would need to use like a special type of formula. I think the best way, yeah, it's either VLOOKUP or index. It's still quite.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so. That was that one. All right, so now question 24. Still the same. So here they want us to use the count ifs formula because we have two different criteria. So we go to the passengers. How many passengers did not take in their bags? So we want the passengers that boarded. So we would use the boarded range, and we want them to board, like to have boarded. So yes, voilà. And the other criteria is in the number of bags, and we want them not to have like number of boarded customers not having checked in their bags, so the criteria should be of 0. And here we get 8 in total for this one. So here, what was the average weight of a checked-in baggage? So here we would use average if function. Average if. So we want the number of bags. That's our range. So the criteria, we want it to be superior or equal to 1. Okay. And our average range would be the baggage weight column. So yeah, that gives us the average rate of a checked-in baggage. All right. Okay, then question 27. So they want us to find the average of the two last letters, like numbers, from the passengers. So we would need to use two functions, actually, one inside of the other. So the first one is the average, so equal average. And then since we want the last two digits on the right, we would use the right function. So our text, we want the boarding number. Right, where's the boarding number here? Voilà. So the text, we want boarding number, but since we want the average of all of them, we would need to select all numbers. And we want the last two digits. Up. Voilà. So here it gives us the average of the last two numbers for all the customer numbers. What would be the total revenue for the flight? So here we want to round it, like the revenue be rounded to 0.5. So we would also need to use two different functions. So the first one would be mRound, because we want the revenue to be rounded, mRound. And we want the sum, the total revenue. So ticket price. Ah, okay. mRound. Sum. Okay, so that's going to give us the total revenue, and we want to round it to 0.5. Okay, so that's our total revenue. All right, now we'll go on the last part. So here, for this last part, we would need this pilot sheet. So here we have everything grouped in the same column, which is unreadable. So we'll select the first column and go to text to columns. And here, okay, so here it's delimited with a comma. Okay. Okay, now everything is back to normal, like each data on a separate column. So here we have, we'll just write what it is. Here we have the last name. Here we would have first name. Here we will have the airports. That's gonna be, okay, we'll do this. Oopsie, okay. On which day did most of the pilot join Swiss? So here we would need, because that's numbers, so we would need to transfer it as days. So we can put short date, okay. So that's the date of start, and that's the days of leave. Voilà. Okay. So what is asked? On which day most of the pilots join Swiss? think it's better if we put it in a format like this, so we can better see on which day most of them join Swiss, and we can also sort it from, let's say, A to Z. Okay, and here we can clearly see that the date on which most of them join Swiss, it's going to be the 10th of August, like the Thursday, 10th of August. And since you can see it like this, since like they're all grouped together, since we put them as a list, so it's going to be the Thursday, 10th of August, 2000. Then find the captain. Okay, how many days ago was it? Here we are going to be able to use the date formula. So find the captain which has joined the airline most recently. So here we would need to see it better. Most recently, so from oldest, sort oldest to newest. No, sorry, sold newest to oldest. Voilà. So the captain which joined most recently would be Herman Cole. And what is that? How many days ago was it? Okay, so here we would need to use the formula date diff, because we want the difference, like the number of days between the day he joined the airline and today. So we would also need to add the date of today. So equal today up to be able to make the difference. So equals date diff. So we have the date. Okay, now it's not the same format. Let's just put everything in the same format. I think it's gonna be easier. So we put this back to the short date format. Voilà. Okay, equals date diff. So we have the start date, the date 1. Then we would have the day of today, so the second date. And it's going to make the difference, and we want the difference to be in number of days, so we put D in quotation marks. And if you want in month, you would put M, or in years, you would put Y, so it clearly depends. And here it gives us 399 days ago. Okay, now question 32. So if the captain goes on leave, okay, so here we have some quite some information. So we could add the 4th and the 5th of August in the sheet as holidays. So 4th August of 2020, and the other one was the 5th August 2020. So that's our holidays. Goes on leave on the 30th of June 2020. We could add this as well. 30th of June 2020. Voilà. So here we would need to, we want on which day will he return. So here we would need to use the formula work day. So as you can see, we just need the start date, the number of days, and the holidays. So the workday formula gives us actually like the end date, on which day, like what is the last date. So the start date goes on leave would be the 30th of June. Then what was it? If the captain with most remaining days of annual leave. Okay, I didn't see that. So here it says the most annual days, the most remaining days of annual leave. So you would actually first need to sort the with the highest, like first the highest number of annual days of leave. So we go back here, days of leave. We would sort this from largest to smallest, so we can see it directly. So Fakotoni, that's the one with the most. So we will go back here. So equals work day. Okay, so the start date is the 30th of June. Then we have the number of days, which is 26. And we have to take the holidays into account. And we should have, okay, now it gave us a number again, so we just need to put it as a short date. So it would be on the 7th of August 2020. Now, okay, for question 33, pilots get 10 francs bonus at the end of the year for each full year of service. What is the total bonus Swiss will play on the 31st of December? So here we would need to create another column with the number of years they worked, like the full number of years they worked for Swiss. So here, let's add another column, years. Okay, so we are going to use the date diff function again. So the date of start is this one, that's our first date. Then we want until the, okay, let's add, we want, so we want from how many years from the day they started to the 31st of December 2020. So we would just need to add 31st of December 2020. Okay, so now we can go back to our formula. Date diff, the start date. Then we would have our end date. And we want it to be in a number of years. But, okay, up. Okay, that's, why did I put it here? That's 18 years. Okay. Voilà. So here for the first one, it gives us 18 years, but we want it to, like, we want to scroll down, so we need to block this H11 cell. So we'll just block that one. Up. And now we can, up. So here we have the number of years they worked for Swiss. And now, what is asked? Pilots get 10 francs bonus at the end of the year for each full year of service. Okay, so here we can use the if function. For each full year of service, they get 10. Okay, so that's, let's say, another column, bonuses. Bonuses. Okay, so equal if number of years. So we want the number of years if they worked more than 1 year, more or equal to 1, then they get 10 franc bonuses for each number of years. So 10 multiplied by the number of years they worked, and otherwise they get 0. Up. Voilà. So that's the total bonus for Fakotoni. So now we'll do it for everyone else. And now we can use the sum function and just do the sum of all the bonuses, the total bonuses. which gives us, so it gives us a total of bonus of 5,050. Okay, now 34th question. How many pilots joined Swiss in January? So for this one, I think we could use the pivot table. That would be the most suitable one. So pilots, and they say January. So we could just put this in month. So if you just want January, you can go to custom, and we just want the month. So wait, date, where's my date again? Okay. So here it would, if we put MM, it would give us just a month. Like that. Or if you want it to be, because so 11 is going to be November, August, or if you want to for it to be written like exactly January, you would need to put 4 M's. It's going to give you the exact month. Voilà. Okay, so now we can create our insert pivot table. New worksheet. What happened here? Let's create a table. Okay, insert a new worksheet. Okay, perfect. So don't forget to create a table. Okay, so now we want the date of start in rows. Okay, so here, as you can see, it's not grouped at all. So we have 3 times January and then 2 times August. So we would also need to group this. Let me just see what is asked. How many pilots joined Swiss in January? Okay. And we also need to add the number of pilots. So just take the last name. So that's our number of pilots. So we want just to group the month. So we would have the exact number of pilots in January. So you just click on any cell of the month column. You right click and you do group. And you want it to be as month. So you click on month. And here you can see that in January you have 12 pilots that join Swiss. So here, up 12. And then same for this one. It's just gonna be on Monday, so we can do that as well. So we'll just ungroup. Okay, we'll change it over there. So here we would, because here we have it in month, so we would need to have it as days. Okay, so same for these. And now we can do the same. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened. Okay, delete. Okay, let's just start again. Insert pivot table. Okay, date of start and first name values. So here now we want Monday. So same as you can see, like Monday is doubled, so we just want to group it again. And instead of month, now we want in days. Okay, that's weird. I will just 2 minutes try something else because that is weird. Okay, so here we have the days, and this one we'll put it back to short date. Okay, now we'll insert pivot table again, see if that will work. Okay, Monday group. Starting at okay, let's do starting because that's okay, that was the wrong format. Monday, starting at Monday, ending at Sunday. Days. Okay. An entry or decimal. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened because we put the day, so I have no idea what happened now here. But if okay, up. I tried to figure it out still this evening, and I put it on the Teams meeting once I find it out, because I've tried it last time and it worked. So I really have no idea what happened. It worked for the question 34, the month of January, but now for Monday it doesn't work. So I'll try to figure it out, and once I find it, I just write it on the Teams. But for my part, so I'm done. If you have any questions regarding this mock exam, any questions maybe you had trouble with or something you didn't really understand, let me know. But otherwise, thank you very much for joining, and good luck for the finals. I hope you're all ready. And yeah, that's it for me. Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you.
Alice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alice.
Thank you. Yes. There's a question. Yes.
Sorry. I don't know why I think it's my regional setting problem. I was trying to find the date and convert it to a days, but so I was trying to follow your way, but I cannot find like Thursday or Monday, like the specific days, even if I try to change on the.
So you have the day, like for example 31st of December, and you want it to be like Monday or something like this.
Yeah, trying to find it. Yeah, trying to find
So
Monday.
Okay. Where's my Excel file? Okay. Can you see the Excel file? No.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I can see.
Okay. So that's another one. Okay, never mind. Okay, that's not the right one. One second. I just need to figure out. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So we have. So here you want. So if you click on here the day, and you go here.
Yeah.
And you go to more number formats. You go to custom, and you want like the weekday. So since it's the day, you put like for these to have the weekday, and you click OK. Let me know if it worked.
Okay, just 4D.
4D, yeah, 4D. And
awesome. Okay, yeah, it's working.
It worked? Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
And Miss, I'm not really sure how to pronounce your name. Sorry, not you, Alice.
No problem.
Neither.
Okay.
Sorry. Are you still there?
Julia? I don't. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I have a really quick question. I was trying to keep refreshing the EHL recap on YouTube, but the only video was posted was microeconomic. May I ask you when the other video will be posted? Okay. Okay. Okay, so the video will not gonna be posted on YouTube. Okay. Oh yes, I found the. But so it might gonna post it today because I just want to recheck the formula that what else. So. Okay, awesome. Okay, thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Excuse me. Thank you very much for the presentation.
No problem. Thank
would
you.
it be possible to have the complete answers in the chat?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we'll send it. Yeah, we'll send it to you.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
No problem. Have a nice evening. Just had trouble with the last one. Mm-hmm. I just had trouble with the last one. I don't know what happened. Uh-huh. Yeah, I was sure. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. It was nice. Perfect. Yeah. It was nice. My pleasure. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening. Thank you.